Sawadee Khap, I'm JP Mestanza. We have a lot to get to in today's Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. All businesses and activities can resume in Thailand starting July 1st. That's now been confirmed by officials in Bangkok. And when they open, pubs, bars, and karaoke shops will have to make sure they close at midnight. The announcement was made earlier today by officials in the COVID-19 Management Administration, saying the fifth round of easing COVID-19 restrictions in Thailand will see all businesses return, and it can't come soon enough as the coronavirus restrictions have severely impacted the economy. The reopening of all businesses in Thailand comes with the same rules that have been applied before. Face masks must be worn, body temperatures checks done, checking in and out of shops with the Thai Chana app or writing it down, and then also social distancing measures. Yes, even in soaping massage parlors, except during, quote, bathing time, according to officials, who also say that groups of no more than 5 people can be allowed in bars, and you cannot go to another group. Sale promotions are also banned at all bars and pubs. Here's a draft list of some of the rules for all entertainment venues, especially ones with live music. No dancing and singing. They're going to replace menus with single-use paper sheets. Only drinks in glasses, no bottles. Staff must wear face masks and face shields. Partitions are set to be installed to separate crowds from performance areas. Face shields must be worn by singers. And bar operators must clean their whole premises every 30 to 60 minutes. Earlier this week, we spoke with the president of the Patong Entertainment Business Association, Widawit Sombat, who blasted the draft list of rules, which were leaked on Monday and have yet to be ratified. Widawit said plainly, it's impossible for entertainment businesses to follow all of these rules, blasting the lack of support from the government for entertainment venue operators, many of whom still have to pay monthly rent on property, fees to banks, and other operating costs, with little to no support from the government. An angry Widawit asked the Phuket News, quote, I want to ask those who did this draft what was their thinking and what part of the brain did they use? We spoke with another business owner, the owner of Bar Funk on Bangla Road, Aaron, to learn a bit more.
It's the rent is the problem. The landlord, if they're gonna push us to pay the full amount of rent, me honestly, in 3 months I can close the place because our rent is so expensive. So for me, when I talk with some high Thais, always I ask minimum they need to support us 6 months free rent. Because to running a bar, electric, water and stuff, and to running the place, we need a lot of money too. It's not something open the door and start make money. So for me, I wish the landlord, they need to help everyone, hotels, restaurants, bars, not only the bars in Bangla, because, okay, Bangla is the main for Phuket, but restaurant and bars and tours, we are doing the second phase, where we stop and we slow down the second phase because if we don't have income coming, we cannot spend the money. Once the business start coming some money for us, we will continue and we wish we'll be ready in April 2021.
Okay. The head of the Phuket Chamber of Commerce earlier this month pointed out that according to current estimates, the fallout from the COVID-19 crisis may end up costing Phuket over 280 billion baht in lost revenues. New updates in Thailand allowing foreigners back into the country. It looks like the government will require a 14-day quarantine for most of the people in the first group of Farangs to be allowed to enter the kingdom. A government spokesman said today that about 50,000 foreigners are likely to enter Thailand under the new COVID-19 prevention rules once the country opens back up for international travel, which at the moment is scheduled for July 1st. Business people, skilled workers, expats with Thai families, teachers, students, and medical patients are all going to be allowed back into Thailand starting July 1st. A medical expert here in Thailand, the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine at Mahidol University, took to Facebook Live to warn the public in Thailand that a second wave of COVID-19 is likely to happen in the kingdom once all the restrictions are lifted, but it may be limited and found in contained areas. Citing other countries that had low numbers only to see a resurgence of COVID-19 cases, like South Korea, Germany, and Japan, Dr. Praset Watanapa said a second wave appears to be unavoidable in the absence of herd immunity. The number of cases in Thailand has been steady, with no new local transmission for nearly a month, as the country announced just one new confirmed case today, a Thai national returning from abroad. Phuket cases remain steady at 227, with 3 deaths since the outbreak began. Currently, there are about 4 major attempts in Thailand right now to develop a vaccine for the novel coronavirus. And one of the lead researchers of one of those efforts is saying that once their vaccine is finished and mass produced, it'll cost about 1,000 baht per dose. The director of the Vaccine Institute in Chulalongkorn University made the comments during a radio interview this past Sunday, a day before his team at the center injected a second dose of the experimental vaccine into monkeys. During the interview, he stated that the target price is 1,000 baht per dose, and each person would need at least 2 of these shots. All of this still has to go through rigorous testing, but they do hope to start human trials in October or November. And if all goes well, they hope to have it by next year and to produce tens of millions by mid to late 2022. Today is June 24th, the 88th anniversary of the 1932 revolution in Thailand, then known as Siam, and it saw the end of the absolute monarchy. Well, a group of about 40 demonstrators gathered at Democracy Monument in Bangkok, joined by others nationwide to mark the important day. A large video screen had been set up to watch the speech by People's Party leaders back in 1932, when the country ushered in Thailand's first government with a constitutional monarchy. The peaceful gathering was just one in many across the country, to which police say they were monitoring, as large public gatherings are still banned due to the COVID-19 restrictions. But the gatherings were allowed to continue. Activists demanded amendments to the current constitution written under the military junta just a few years ago. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. And that's it for Phuket Extra today, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure, bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.